came here a year and a half ago. I began here at the college. And I was specifically hired as the new director of communications to move the college, a traditionally 18th century medical society, into the new digital media. Prior to that, we had been using standard postal and print mail and had very limited online exposure. One of the first things that we set out to do was to increase our presence in social media, including YouTube and Twitter. Our demographic is such that most of our visitors are between the ages of 18 and 35, which is a demographic that most visitors most museums would kill to have. That is the key demographic, 18 to 35. And we have 105,000 people coming through the museum in a year, and they all look for a way to connect with the museum on various levels. And so social media was very important to us, as it is for that age group. So we began by setting up a Facebook account and utilizing that to inform our followers of what was going on here at the college, the many different things that we were doing. And then we moved into this fiscal year with producing our own online programming. YouTube, Ustream, Vimeo, all of these virtual network, if you will, or channels, are great ways for nonprofits on limited resources to connect with their fan base, with their followers. And this allows us to present the museum in a way that most people don't get to see, whether it's behind the scenes or whether it's one-on-one interviews with the many speakers and individuals that come to present lectures here. So we saw that need, and our demographic was there to match that need.
Basil approached me on this. I thrashed, I kicked, I screamed, and then I said, "This is a great idea." It took shape actually pretty quickly, and with Kyle joining us to do the filming, the editing, it happened very rapidly, and we were able to get on air, as it were. From my perspective, this appearance on YouTube and also on Twitter has huge value. I'm museum director, but I'm also library director. The library doesn't have a visible presence the way the museum does. We don't have a library museum, but we have a very substantial library on all facets of medical history with amazing treasures that go back centuries. Libraries are finding, as museums are finding, that you can't really survive using traditional pathways to your collections. Libraries particularly have a lot of challenges for somebody to enter the collection unless they're a serious researcher and know what they're looking for. So even libraries, even traditional small visited libraries are now embarking on social media programs. And it's becoming common now to see on the masthead on the website for museums, libraries, other cultural organizations, a whole address book of social media, from YouTube to Twitter to Flickr to MySpace. And as new social media develop, they're going to be latched onto very, very quickly and exploited. These are absolutely essential to reaching audiences. As Jay said, we have a demographic other museums would kill for. We want to extend that demographic. We want to use that demographic more intensively. We want to get them more involved with a wide array of programs in the museum and other things we do here. And it's the only way to do it. If you don't have this presence, you're dead. And if people don't see that you have this presence, they don't come to you.
Yeah, I did the background graphics for the YouTube pages, and I shoot and edit the videos. Any other graphics within the videos, I do that as well. And that's about it. Shoot and edit, and then shoot and edit again. I'd like to see it definitely go a lot further. We're definitely gaining a lot of traction right now, but I see a lot of potential and more people viewing it and kind of participating with the museum and not having to be here, but then wanting to come and see more.
Well, and that's sort of the trick, because these are new forms of communication, and we're still, as a culture, still figuring out how they impact our lives, and institutions are really just now starting to assume a digital social media presence. So, I mean, that's part of the trick to it, sort of trial and error. But I think that the key to it, and I think we're moving towards that more and more, especially with what Jay mentioned, sort of getting people to be interactive with the pieces that we put together online, you know, encouraging them to subscribe, to submit questions, to comment. I think making people feel like they are a part of the community that the college and the Mutter Museum has is, I think that's the most important part, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Watch out for Gray Matter, which is going to be coming up soon. Watch out for our specials, such as the Doctor with Einstein's Brain, our behind-the-scenes tours, and everyone go click on subscribe, become a fan of ours on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, look out for some fun live broadcasts from the museum, which we're going to be doing soon with Robert and some of the other staff here on Ustream. So become connected to us. Follow what we're doing. We're doing something new and something unique.